After being introduced in the late 90s in Muppets Tonight as a bellhop, Pepe the King Prawn quickly took off, and by the 2000s was being promoted as one of the main Muppet characters, where he remains to this day. And while Pepe's full history is certainly fascinating, I want to take some time today to highlight a very specific thing done with Pepe in the early years of his character. In the early 2000s, Pepe became the official spokesperson for Long John Silver's. No, that's Long John Silver. Long John Silver's is a fast food seafood place. There we go, that's better. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Muppet History Lesson. I'm your host Ty, and in today's episode we'll be breaking down the time that Pepe became the official spokesshrimp for Long John Silver's. Now, full disclosure, this is a video I've wanted to make for a very long time. In fact, it was originally planned to be the second video I ever made on the channel, and the first ever episode of Muppet History Lesson. But I ended up doing the Crunchy Stars video instead, and now this idea has floated around in my mind for a year, and now I'm finally doing it. So, let's begin. In 2002, Pepe the King Prawn became the official spokesshrimp for Long John Silver's, a fast food seafood restaurant. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any background information on how this crossover came to be, but with Pepe being, well, to put it lightly, seafood himself, it works pretty well. I was able to find a total of 12 ads. Most of them were 30 seconds, 2 of the 30-second ads had 15-second variants, and a few others were much shorter at either 10 or 15 seconds. But now, let's go through them one by one. In the first ad we'll be talking about, a naked Pepe runs out of the Long John Silver's kitchen, claiming that there are too many cooks in there. He says that he thinks Long John Silver's needs a spokesshrimp, and it should be him, and he spends the rest of the commercial narrating over food to prove his worth.
I will demonstrate. Notice this unbelievable seafood and more meal. Golden brown fish, crispy, crunchy, deep fried sexy shrimp piece, and this succulent new lobster stuffed crab cake.
Pepe running naked out of the kitchen implies that he was about to be cooked and is simply trying to become the restaurant spokesman in an attempt to save his own life. And now, as a spokesshrimp, he's opted to selling out his own species and letting people eat them. What a guy. But what's always stood out to me most in this ad is Pepe calling himself a spokesshrimp.
You need a spokesshrimp, okay? Like me.
For years, it's been a well-established running joke that Pepe hates being referred to as a shrimp, telling everybody that he's a king prawn. For this ad campaign, that major element of his character was completely dropped, and I can only assume it was because he's advertising a restaurant that sells shrimp, so they wanted to make it very clear that Pepe is a shrimp. Most of these ads don't have all that much to them, like this one where Pepe does a salsa dance, and then he starts narrating the food, and then he tries to leave with a woman in the restaurant. Or this one where he's describing food over a microphone in the store, and starts to rap about it, and then a man comes in and grabs his microphone.
The shrimp is crispy, the shrimp is crunchy. Looking so good, it makes you want to munch. You're stifling me, okay?
This ad also has a shorter 15-second version. The other ad with both a 30 and 15-second variant is one of my personal favorites. It features Pepe on the phone advertising to somebody a Long John Silver's meal. An employee finds him doing this and questions him on it.
Are you calling China?
It's an untapped market, okay?
And like I mentioned before, this ad also has a 15-second variant that cuts some of the jokes, but keeps the best ones. Speaking of short ads, there are a few of these that are only about 10 seconds long that just feature a bit of Pepe doing food advertising and a 1 or 2 sentence joke, like one where he says that the napkins are free. Another 10-second ad is this one.
The shrimp is sexy, no?
Moving on. There's a 15-second ad where Pepe thanks the gods of the deep fryer for giving us the seafood and more meal. That is a really lazy name for your product. We then pull back to reveal several employees awkwardly watching Pepe film the commercial. No doubt the exact experience fast food workers have when they see a vlogger walk in. And finally, we have 3 30-second ads that really go above and beyond the others and are my personal favorites. Up first, we have one where Pepe works the drive-thru,
Fish strip, hash puppy, chicken plank.
Just push the button, you don't have to yell.
I am pushing the button. Oh, void. I need a void here. This combo I push instead, okay? Shrimp combo, hustler, where's the hash puppy? Come on, come on. So how am I doing?
Another one features Pepe trying to get an employee named Jimmy to do the food monologue as well as he does.
Your turn, Jimmy.
Look at the brown fish.
No, Jimmy. You need the passion again. Again, come on.
The flaky fish.
Unbelievable. Listen, Jimmy, listen to me. The succulent, flaky white fish strips. Each bite brings you closer to the joy you never thought possible. Now give it to me.
And the final ad here features Pepe doing an over-the-top Shakespearean performance.
So succulent. The flaky white fish again. The 4-piece fish and chips combo. Brought back from years gone by. Alas, only $2.99. Why so much for so little, okay?
I really like these three ads in particular, and I think that's probably because they focus a lot less on the food and more on Pepe's antics. But I love how committed to the bit they were with all of these ads, with Pepe doing the narration every single time, and him even presenting the food and waving his hand around it like a human would in a regular ad. These are all the ads that I was able to find, but if there are any others out there, please let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely cover them in the future. In addition to these commercials, Pepe also had his own section on the Long John Silver's website called Pepes Lounge. According to an old Muppet Central post from the time this website released, you could access it by typing the code "How Can You Resist" into the Long John Silver's website. That was the slogan they were using at the time in all of the Pepe ads. On the website, you could watch 7 of the pre-existing TV ads as well as 3 exclusive videos, 2 blooper reels from the filming of the ads, and an in-universe audition tape of Pepe trying to get the role of the Long John Silver spoke shrimp. This video actually addresses the would-be continuity error regarding Pepe being called a shrimp instead of a king prawn.
Hello, I am Pepe the King Prawn, okay?
King Prawn, I'm sorry, we're auditioning for a spoke shrimp.
I am actor. I can do shrimp, okay?
I still find it strange that Pepe is so okay with being called a shrimp and is now taking on the role of a shrimp, according to him, putting it out there to the world that Pepe is a shrimp. Like I said earlier, this is clearly just a time where the fact that this was an advertisement overtook the running joke of the character. Anyway, this video was full of just classic Pepe shenanigans.
What's this? I can do happy, okay? This happy. I am happy.
That's great, okay.
Wait. I show you. It is melancholy, okay? Melancholy. Ha! Boo-hoo! I am so melancholy, okay?
That looked exactly like happy.
Well, I only took the one acting class, okay?
Muppet Central also mentions that a Pepe plush was supposed to be available exclusively at Long John Silver's in the spring of 2002, but it appears to have been cancelled. Somebody on Muppet Central's forums mentioned reaching out to a member of Long John Silver's staff via email, and they replied to him that Pepe was no longer going to be the spokesperson for Long John Silver, and that they didn't plan on producing the plush. This post was made in April of 2002, showing you just how short Pepe's stint as spoke shrimp lasted. I wonder why they dropped him. Who knows, maybe the rest of the world's shrimp population saw him and got mad that he was trying to sell and eat his own kind. And there you have it, guys, a look at Pepe's stint as the spoke shrimp for Long John Silver's. Let me know what pieces of obscure Muppet history you'd like me to talk about on the channel next, and let me know if any of you have ever been to Long John Silver's. Is it any good? I've never been over there. But hey, if Pepe enjoys it, maybe I will too. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.